So if you look at these developer communities that are really forming around the startup ecosystem here in the US, and I think there's an interesting side note here that we end up talking about a lot. Why is Silicon Valley unique? And it talks a lot about the communities that form here. In our learning, and I know there are other people that look at it a little bit differently, but in our learning, about 90% of the founders in Silicon Valley are technical founders. When we go to LA, when we go to New York, we actually see the opposite of this. And the way to kind of suss this out is, in Silicon Valley, you'll find 2 or 3 technical founders, and when they finally have a product, they need to go hire a business guy. And you'll see those job descriptions posted, and usually it's, you go meet with them, and 3 founders will be technical, and 1 guy will be over on the side going, yeah, I'm not part of this part of the conversation, I wait till we actually have a product. If you go to LA or you go to New York, it's actually almost reversed. Business people starting startups with ideas on how to disrupt markets, but they can't build anything until they go find a technical person to build it for them. And so, slightly different problem. I would argue, coming from a technical background, that it's a little easier to get started from a technical perspective. And that's really where that community building comes in. When you look at, in Silicon Valley, we have access to a number of great communities to support technical founders. SV Forum is one of them. Another one is Hackers and Founders, which was started basically just to support technical founders. And so when we look at these startup communities forming, it's usually around a technology, around a problem space, or around a market that they want to disrupt through a technology. Whereas if you go to New York, you'll see these communities start forming around business problems, or an ability to arbitrage a certain market or something like that. And they end up being both more transitional communities in those places. Here, I mean, technology just lives every single day. We're surrounded by it every single day. It's one of the things that makes Silicon Valley unique. It's also, by the way, why so many different foreign delegations are coming into Silicon Valley to learn what makes Silicon Valley unique. When I give that talk, which I'm giving again just in a few days, for us, what we see is it's really that technical bent. And so that's where those communities form. And for us, the thing that's most interesting, that gives us a direct connection into those communities to engage, because we are very much focused on the technology as well.